I am trying to do the hardest challenge in Madden, which is trying to rebuild a 0 overall team in only 4 years. So let me know down in the comments below if you guys think I will be able to do it in only 4 years. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and or subscribe. The channel is growing quickly, so if you want to be one of the real ones before this channel hits 20,000 subscribers, that would be sick. But first things first, I don't really need to explain this, I would say, because it's crazy. I mean, Scary Terry already has 6 XP points that need to be distributed, I would say, and then everyone else here is just, it's garbage. It's 0 overall. We're going to go 0-17. So do I even need to get into the midseason mark? Probably scouting national focus will be QB anyways. So I'm just going to move into the playoffs. Yeah, not a surprise, 0-17 in the playoffs, coming off a 77-7 loss. Yes, 77-7 against the Cowboys. All right, stats and awards. Jacoby, yeah, real baller here, man. 32nd best offense in the NFL. Same thing with the defense. 58 interceptions and an 18 passer rating. If you were to take the ball and spike it into the ground, go 0 for 40, have 0 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions every single game for the entire season, you would have a passer rating of 39. His passer rating's 18. And Jacoby Brissett has the most rushing yards on the year, 71. Where's my other guys? In the negatives, I'm assuming? Yeah, negative 71 for Antonio Gibson. What a baller. Receiving-wise, wow. Surprised someone got in the 700s here. And defensively, 153 tackles for Cody Barton. He's having a baller year since I guess the offense couldn't do anything but punt every time. 7 tackles for a loss for Casey Toohill. Sacks, none. Interceptions, 3 for Danny Johnson here. Safeties on the team, 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. Surprised we got any interceptions with a 12 overall rating. I don't even know how you catch the ball at that point. Anyways, let's move into the offseason. The Bills beat the Niners in the Super Bowl. Jordan Poyer wins Super Bowl MVP after he just got cut by the Bills. These are updated rosters, by the way, so I guess the AI for the Bills just signed Jordan Poyer back. Dak Prescott wins League MVP and Offensive Player of the Year. I don't know how that makes any sense. In the NFC East, Tyrod Taylor, Justin Pugh, Casey Hayward, Jason Kelsey, and Brandon Graham all retire. After free agency, yes, I just skipped on the player re-signings and the team upgrades because what do we even need to look at that point? Got Steven Nelson, who apparently had a high interest at the time, doesn't really care about it now. I literally picked up anyone with a high interest. Some of these are glitched because all these guys definitely had peak interest whenever I signed them. Got them on 1 or 2 year deals because literally anything helps. Anything helps. It does not matter what it is. I will sign all rookie free agents if I have to fill out the depth chart because that's exactly what we need. And honestly, I might just cut every player. Even some of them have high contracts as well, which is really bad for the team. So I'm gonna have to cut all their contracts out of here, even if it means I have to bite the bullet and deal with the cap penalty now. So obviously we have the #1 pick in the draft. I honestly don't think it matters who's here at #1 because obviously quantity is way more valuable than quality right now. This guy looks sick. Matthew Turner, top 5 projection. He honestly looks like the only good guy. Actually, this guy doesn't look bad. But I'm going to trade back. I need more picks, and I know I can get multiple first-round picks for the #1. Well, not multiple, maybe 2. Oh, my God. Texans offering 3 first-round picks off rip. 2 from the Vikings, 3 from the Titans, and I go back to 18. Honestly, 24, 14 from the Patriots. The Patriots looks the best. So I trade back to 14. Ooh, 13 from the Dolphins. Ooh. I go to 7 for #2. I'm going to go with the Patriots here. Pick 14, another 2 first rounders, another 2 second rounders. 2 second rounders from the Dolphins and a 3rd. Actually, the Dolphins is a little bit better. I'm going to take this from the Dolphins. They can have the #1 pick. They're probably going to take a left tackle and not a QB because the tackle is the #1 at the board. And they traded 3 first-round picks for a left tackle. All right, then. I don't care who these guys take. I'm going to take a QB now. I just robbed the Dolphins completely. And they have this guy here. I guess I'll take Bobby Folk. I'm going to need to develop a QB early on, even though it's a late round 1 to 2. Elite strength, elite throw power, marginal speed is fine. Bobby Folk, Normal dev, don't care. He's going to be the QB of the future. I need more picks, and that's exactly what I got. 96 throw power, normal dev, 6'4", 230. It's better than what we had. I'll take it. From the Buccaneers, getting a 3rd and a 7. I'd rather have these be 2024 picks, but I'll take this right now from the Bucs. In the second round, picking up a halfback, Danny Fisher out of Central Michigan, 5'11", 234, hidden dev, 90 speed, 89 acceleration, A's across the board. He looks great. Year number 2, 71 overall, much better looking team. Fisher is a 76 overall. I got Michael Carter as a signing as well in free agency, but his top receiver here is going to be Sterling Shepard, unfortunately, but he's just going to have to thug it out, man. That's the best advice I can give him. Hopefully Fisher develops into something nice. Obviously, the team isn't good. Much better than last year. We're definitely going to get a win this year, but it is what it is for now. We have a potential star dev or better in Fisher. Gesicki's a star dev, temporary contract, and a bunch of free agency filler players. 0-7 at the midseason mark. I don't think we're doing this back-to-back years. We lose 34-0 against the Ravens. I don't think it'd be that bad. But I guess we're going to have to go with wide receiver here. I need to get my QB some weapons so that way he can at least try to develop. 0-7 though, I expected us to have be 1-6 maybe, like have an easy breezy win against someone, but I guess not. 182 million after making all my cuts. These are all just stupid free agency signings that I just had just to have. Marcus Peters I'll actually do another year with just as depth because I can't have anyone filling in, but everyone else can just get dropped. That's completely fine with me. I didn't even know this guy snuck through my roster cuts, but 176 million for this offseason. We're definitely going to go crazy. 0-17 back-to-back years, the first time in history it's been done. I didn't think it would do that. 73 overall. I thought we were going to get at least one win. Yeah, our QB, he obviously sucks, but he doesn't have anyone around him. Worst offense, 30th defense. Okay, improvement. And we have more touchdowns than we do have interceptions this year. Improvement. The passer rating is above 18. Improvement, boys. Improvement. Danny Fisher, nothing really to work with because his offensive line is garbage. Sterling Shepard surprisingly broke 1,000 yards. Did not expect that. Zaire Franklin, 133 tackles for a loss, 18 for Greg Gaines. Really? Sacks, 8 for Chase Winovich. That's really surprising. Interceptions, 3 for Steven Nelson is also surprising. Let's see what we have for the offseason. Cowboys blow out the Bills in the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott wins the Super Bowl MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins the league MVP. Arthur Smith, Coach of the Year. Sure, bud. No Rookie of the Year award, which is unfortunate. Really could have gone a long way for our team, but of course we went 0-17, so I don't know why I would get one. Let's see the retirements. In the NFC East, Darius Slay retires. For the team upgrades, Danny Fisher has superstar dev, so there's something there. Since we drafted him in the first year, we can actually take the time to develop him. And then Zaire Franklin gets star dev, Walls gets star dev, Steven Nelson gets star dev. Greg Gaines with 18 tackles for a loss does not get an upgrade, which is a bit surprising. For the players ready to negotiate, Zaire, I'm going to keep him around for another year. Let's do player friendly, then just one more year if he wants to do with that. He does, he resigns. Everyone else, I don't care. Let's just get to free agency. Actually, this guy, Taron Walls, hold up. Let's just do player friendly. Why not? He has star dev. He's young. So now let's get to free agency. And of course, another big free agency. Even though Javon Holland didn't want to be here, I gave him a mega big contract. He's going to be the best player on our defense. Got Amari Cooper as well. I put him on a 2-year contract. Gave him a bunch of money. Jamal Adams. We got Greg Newsome, who actually wanted to be here. Wyatt Teller. J.O.K. Michael Pierce. Joshua Palmer. David Andrews. Draymond Jones. Emmanuel Ogbah. And Jack Sanborn. So we get the #1 pick overall again, and we get pick number 9 in the draft, but I'm not going to be drafting anyone because I don't have time to develop someone. I need someone right now. Trading away the #1 overall pick for Trevor Lawrence. Yes, it may not be realistic. I don't care. He's superstar dev. He's young. 88 overall. I need a franchise QB. It's going to be Trevor. And for pick number 9 in the draft and a 3rd round pick, I'm picking up defensive tackle, superstar X Factor, Vita Vea from the Buccaneers. And at pick 28, I'm picking up wide receiver Nick Roman out of USF. Normal dev really sucks, but it is what it is. We're just going to have to thug it out. He looks really good other than his medium route running, so I guess it is what it is. In the second round, we're picking up left outside linebacker Kurt Blackwell out of Michigan. 5'11", 220, hidden dev. 220 is kind of light for an outside linebacker, but he has nice coverage and nice awareness skills. In the 3rd round, I'm picking up left guard Sterling Morgan out of LSU. 6'2", 330, hidden dev, 89 strength. Good skills for a 3rd round pick. And with my 4th round pick, I'm picking up center Juwan Thomas out of Virginia Tech, 6'1", 300 pounds, hidden dev, 83 strength for a 4th round pick. Is across the board, looks great. He's going to be the starting right guard for now, and then whenever Mark Andrews' contract is up, he'll start at center. Now, this is the team moving into year number 3. Thomas is going to be the starting right guard for now. He's a 73 overall, which is nice. He's going to take over Mark Andrews' position whenever he leaves. As I mentioned before, we got Trevor Lawrence, of course. Fisher can hopefully develop. We got Roman, who's going to start in the slot over Sterling Shepard, and move Roman up, move Fisher up, Vita Vea, Blackwell, we're going to move up. Marcus Peters in the slot. Defensively, it does not look horrible at all. I'm not really impressed by it either, other than Vita Vea, Greg Newsome, and Javon Hall. Actually, it's a lot more impressive than I thought. 82 overall team in year number 3 due to trades. It was an 81 overall after free agency, but we needed a franchise QB. This guy was not going to develop in time, especially with normal dev. If he had star dev or better, definitely would have taken the time to develop him, but I don't believe in him that much. So 82 overall, year number 3, we need to at least try to make the playoffs. I think with an 82 overall team and how many superstars and with one X factor we have, I think it's doable. Coming off a loss to the Vikings, but we are 5-2 top of the division. I didn't expect us to have a winning season by the midseason mark, if I am being brutally honest with myself. Scouting national focus. What do I need? Right tackle, but I'm not going to draft one. I'll probably pick one up in free agency, and worst comes to worst, I'll just draft a guard in the late rounds, move him to tackle, which is usually what I do. A lot of QBs. This is a stacked QB class from what I can see. Don't need receivers. Want to develop my running back. Tight end, maybe? Is that really the only thing I need to develop? Defensive tackle, actually having a lot of defensive tackle, and D-end. D-end is actually something I need. And it's not a weakness in the class, but it's not a strength. Let's see our re-signings. For the re-signings, Trevor Lawrence, I didn't know he was about to lose his contract here, but he re-signs with the team. Draymond Jones, he was just a Band-Aid player. Same thing with Gesicki, Zaire Franklin, Stevenson, Emmanuel Ogbah, Reverend Jordan's, Greg Gaines, all these guys are just Band-Aid. David Andrews, Band-Aid. All just Band-Aids, 31 million left. Let's move into the playoffs. In the playoffs, 13-4 top of the division. It doesn't matter because our first opponent is the Cowboys. It doesn't matter if the Cowboys go 4-13 and somehow magically make the playoffs. They'll win the Super Bowl as soon as they're in the playoffs because that's just how Madden works. And also one of the main devs at EA is a Cowboys fan. So, and apparently Percy Butler is getting away with being a 12 overall free safety on my team, riding the wave to the Super Bowl. Absolutely not. I'm about to cut this man so quickly. How many more are riding the wave? Just him. Homie has been sneaking around, getting away from me. Off his head goes. He is out of the NFL. Nobody's going to sign at 12 overall. Not even me. Didn't even want him. Coming off a win to the Philadelphia Eagles, who are 6-11. I was considering trading for Jalen Hurts, too, in the offseason. But Trevor Lawrence, I'm glad I didn't. He balled out. 8th best offense in the NFL, 10th best defense. That is so great to see for this team. 4,400 yards, 38 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 116 pass rating is the greatest season for Trevor Lawrence in his entire career. And Danny Fisher, 17 touchdowns, only 3.8 per carry, but 17 touchdowns is nice. Mark Cooper, 102 receptions, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. Mike Gesicki, 95 receptions, almost 1,000 yards. Nick Roman, the rookie, with 12 touchdowns, 940 yards. Hopefully he gets Rookie of the Year. And defensively, JOK with 119 tackles for a loss, 20 for Vita Vea, sacks, 13.5 for Vita Vea, 7 for Emmanuel Ogbah, 6 for Draymond Jones, interceptions, 5 for Javon Holland, 4 for Marcus Peters. Any safeties on the team? 1 for Vita Vea, defensive touchdowns, 1 for Greg Newsome. Vita Vea was an amazing pickup. Also, Trevor Lawrence, of course, was an amazing pickup. Needed to make those trades early on to secure those players. But can we beat the 9-8 Cowboys, who are cracked in simulation? We do. 22-21. Thankfully, here to face the 13-4 Minnesota Vikings. Did we not have a higher seed than this? No way. Did everyone just get eliminated off rip? We have to play the number 2. Yeah, wow. A lot of the lower seeds got just eliminated off rip, which should happen in real life, but I wasn't expecting it, as the Vikings steal the home field advantage here at the same record as us. And we will beat them 38-24 as we get the home field advantage back. If we get this entire way to lose to the Seahawks, I'm going to be upset. We're 2 overalls higher. They're an 83. We're an 85. I'm going to hop into this to see if we can go to the Super Bowl in year number 3 of the 0 overall rebuild, which would actually be insane. Here we are against the Seattle Seahawks. 0-0 start for us. At the end of the first quarter, they score the first 7. We get a big bomb touchdown. 10-7 here. Come on, Trevor. You got to do better than this, man. I'm not going to lose to the Seahawks after coming all this way. 14-10. Come on, 17-14. Don't screw this. Don't screw me. Don't screw me, AI. You are screwing me, AI. Come on. End score, drive. You know what? I'm going to run the clock and finish the game. Actually pressing Amari Cooper. I think he might have him, actually. Amari Cooper, bomb touchdown. That was actually a laser from Trevor Lawrence. My God. I only hopped in for one play, touchdown. You're going to have the ball right back. I need to know what that gunslinger, is that like a superstar ability? That was an actual laser. I've never seen that type of animation throw, or maybe it was a touch pass, and I'm just stupid. Seahawks are driving, third down stop. We didn't get it. End game drive. Of course, I'm going to have to do it. You only got 3 defensive linemen, so yeah, I'm going to run it all day. Oh, yeah. Danny Fisher to the outside. Danny Fisher to the sideline. 1st and 10. 2nd down and 10. What are we going to have? Amari Cooper's going to be wide open over that middle there, and he drops the pass. Come on, dude. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. They're pressed on Amari Cooper again, and that is another bomb touchdown for Amari Cooper. But I'm not going to take it because I want to just get near the touchdown. I thought they were about to push him in. I'm just going to run out this clock. 1st and goal. We're giving it to the running back. I have a clear lane. I'm not going to take it just for the sole reason of I want to drain the clock even more. And now I'm going to take it. 15 seconds left. Let's see what we have. And Amari Cooper's wide open. That's a touchdown. We're going to end the game there. 10 seconds left. I know the AI will screw it up if I don't take over. So, actually, I'm not going to take over. 8 seconds left. Red zone alert. Okay, we have red zone alert. So they immediately threw a pick. We're going to win the game because I had to hop in here against the Seahawks. 28-24, we're going to the Super Bowl in year number 3. Here we are in the Super Bowl here to face the Buffalo Bills, who are 10-7. We're both an 85 overall team. I thought the Bills would be a lot higher than that by now. Trevor Lawrence is an X Factor. Amari Cooper is an X Factor. Roman is a star dev. Gesicki is a superstar dev. Both of my guards are star devs as well. Defensively, Blackwell is a star dev. Javon Holland goes up to superstar. Roster looks great. I'm so ready to win the Super Bowl in year number 3 of the hardest Madden rebuild challenge. I'm sure there's harder ones, but for right now, this is what I consider the hardest challenge. But let's see if we can cap off only year number 3 into this 4-year rebuild. I'll end the video if we win it here. But anyways, let's see what we have. Here we are against the Buffalo Bills. They're going to start out with 3 points. Way to hold defense. Offense, you need to wake up and stop punting the ball the entire first quarter. Defense holding strong. 1-point lead here in the second quarter. And the Bills aren't going to take anything at halftime. We open up half with only 3 points. Dude, defense is going crazy right now. Bills, no touchdowns. Red zone alerts. We got it. 17-9. End of game drive. We got a 2-score lead. We got it. Just run the ball. No, don't even do this. Why are you doing this stuff? Run the ball. Finish the game. Like, just drain the clock. Why is the AI so stupid? 17-9 as the Washington Commanders win the Super Bowl because our defense is cracked, dude. Holding Josh Allen to no touchdowns, the entire team to no touchdowns, as our 0 overall is completed within 3 years. The first year, a tank year. The second year, back-to-back 0-17 years to winning the Super Bowl. Who would have guessed that? 0-17 back-to-back to win the Super Bowl in the 3rd year in my hardest rebuild challenge. Let's see who the Super Bowl MVP is. JOK wins the Super Bowl MVP after that performance by the defense. I would hope so. I don't think the Bills have won. Yeah, they're 7-time AFC champions. Yeah, and they lost the Cowboys in the Super Bowl in this simulation. So they've never won one after being there 7 times, which is crazy. Nick Roman wins the Rookie of the Year. But anyways, guys, I thank you guys all for watching. Make sure you like and or subscribe for me completing the hardest rebuild challenge with a 4-year limit and doing it in only 3 years. Imagine going back-to-back years. 0-17. You know the odds in Vegas for the Commanders to win the Super Bowl? Back-to-back years 0-17. The odds for them to win the Super Bowl the next year would be plus 90,000. It would be crazy at Vegas. But anyways, guys, once again, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.